Hello Minecrafters, this is Jim Slate welcoming you back to Cobble Valley. We are in episode 4 now of our Let's Play series. I've gotten a couple more things done, just a couple of machines installed. Most of it is from Ender.io. Let's see, I already had the sag mill and the alloy smelter last time. I've added in some pipes, and I've actually got color channels added now. And basically what that'll allow you to do is use the same pipe to send things back and forth to different areas. So for instance, I can put items in here. As a matter of fact, I can show you a couple of things. Let's see, this will skip the sag and put it in here. So we'll put the cobblestone in here. And okay, got to turn this over to furnace, and then that'll pull the cobble out of there through here and into the alloy smelter, which right now it's set on furnace mode, so it's just basically working to smelt. Then once it gets done with that, it's going to output it up here, I believe. I remember where it came out at. Okay, it's coming out over here, and then it's going in on the purple channel here, and then from there it's coming out of the, no, let's see, there it is. We're extracting the stone back out on the red channel, and if you follow the red channel, that comes over here and goes in to the cyclic assembler. Now basically we've got this set up right now. You put in schematics, and if you hit shift you can see what they look like. So anything, or whenever it gets 4 stone in here, it's going to turn that into a stone brick. And you can see this is pretty much already cycled all the way through. So if we get some more, bring it over here, put it in the bottom. Then like I said, this extracts the cobblestone, goes up here, and that's on the green channel. You can see the color of the arrow, and inserts it in here. And then up here it extracts everything on the purple channel. And if you look, insert is the purple channel, so everything extracted on purple gets inserted over here. Then you've also got the extraction filter where it's going to pull out stone on the red channel and insert it back up here on the red channel. And then I've got, I don't know if I can get around there. And then right here I've got an insertion filter where the stone bricks are going in on the green channel into the barrel here. So that's how I can put in cobblestone and get stone bricks completely automated. And pretty much all made possible by Ender.io. So like I said a show or two ago, that is probably about my second favorite mod. However, my favorite mod in the game, I believe, is Applied Energistics, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So, and I don't really need these things. All right. So to start off, we're going to start off by building the ME controller. And you can see here what all it needs to be built, which happens to be what I have sitting over here alongside. Now these individual items do need to be crafted as well, except for the iron. And the NEI, I'll show you how to get those. But that gives us our ME controller. Then next we have the ME drive. And we'll just take the chest, couple of pieces of glass, ME basic processor, and fill in the corners with the iron, you have your ME drive. Next up we have the access terminal. Let's see. I know that one's the crafting terminal. Inside of that's the access terminal. And from that one, you use your ME cable, conversion matrix, 3 glass, and 4 iron. That gives you your access terminal. Well, we're going to take that a step further, and we're going to use that to make the crafting terminal. And what this will allow us to do is actually craft within the terminal. And so we just put the parts in, and there we go. Now that's most of what we're going to need, but we do need drives or disks to put into the ME drive. And so we're going to start off with the 1K, as soon as I can find it. Okay, got the 1K drive here. Throw that up there, and you put that there. Redstone, glass, and your iron, and then you get your 1K ME storage. I went ahead and made these up also. They're all exactly the same. Now, one thing you can do is, of course, you don't want to stay at 1K forever. So if you put it on your hotbar, highlight it, hold shift and right click, you'll actually take these apart. And so you can get the parts back out of it. And what you'll end up with are the storage cells. So you'll have an empty casing for each one that you built, and the storage cells out of them. So you can actually take these and use them to upgrade. So let's see, the next one up. Now we need to build the storage segment. So put that up, and we'll take the storage cells out of the 3 that we had just put together, and we can upgrade that to a storage segment. Now we can take that storage segment and put it inside of one of our empty cases, and now we've got a 4K storage. Now the cool thing about that is it takes 3 of the 1Ks to make a 4K with a few little extra things thrown in. So as you can see down here, I've got a storage cluster. Now the cluster is made like this with 3 storage blocks, and then the storage block is made of our storage segment, which is one of the things we just made. So we can take this storage cluster, put it here, put one of our empties right there. Now we got the 64K. So, and it does get a little resource hungry, but they're really good for storing items and things like that. So then we'll go back to, we'll need cable to connect everything up, but instead of using the ME cable from Applied Energistics, when possible, I go to the Ender IO and use this one. So basically you've got conduit binder and fluix dust. Now the fluix dust is pretty much the same as you're going to get in the ME conduit, or the ME cable, whichever one it's called. Be dark. Oh, where did it go? ME cable. The one from Applied Energistics is ME cable, and see, it's going to have the fluix dust and glass, whereas the one from Applied Energistics, or from Ender IO, has the fluix dust and conduit binder. The conduit binder takes a little bit more than glass to make, but not a lot more. And there's some really good features about using the other. Let's see. I know I've got some of this made somewhere. Just a matter of finding it. And this is the other reason that Applied Energistics is probably one of my favorite, is because it makes finding things so much easier. And there's that. And here's some I've already made. That's the empowered item conduit like I showed you back there. And got some power. I was looking to see if I had any of that flux powder. There we go. Now, whenever you're making the conduit binder, you're going to look for, or you're going to make the binder composite. The binder composite, all it is 1 clay, 2 sand, and 6 gravel, and it makes 8 binder, or binder composite. And then you just smelt that up, and that will turn 1 binder composite into 4 conduit binders. And then you take your conduit binder and wrap it around your flux, and you get your ME conduit. Now, I believe last time I was talking about digging out the basement, and we have started doing that. This is the level we're getting ready to put the AE on. And I've got a couple of other levels, and they all pretty much look the same right now. Make sure I got my wrench. Now, one of the things that you're going to find really interesting about the Ender IO is the facades. As you can see, I've already got power back there. And you can only see it whenever you're holding a wrench. And there's a couple of different types of wrenches you can use. You can see it when you're holding a wrench, when you're holding some of the Ender IO stuff. But you just right click. Now I've already got power in there. Now this is adding, let's see if I can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there along the back side. That is the conduit, or the ME conduit. You can also add item and a ran out, but you can see the item conduit is running right there alongside. And you can also run fluid in there, and there's also a redstone cable that you can run in there as well. So you can actually run 5 pipes or 5 types of transfers through 1 pipe. And when you don't have the wrench, it looks like every other block. So I'm actually going to dig that out just a little bit. Well, I'll be able to see that one from downstairs. Yep. And I can finish that out later. So what I want to do is I want to grab one of that, and I've got all of this with me, and we'll go ahead and set this up. So what I want to do is get all this here. Now I'll put my controller there, so now I've got power, and put my crafting terminal here. Everything's working. And I can dig this out, go back to right there, and put that there. And you'll see it looks like it's just poking right through, unless you're hovered over that. Now, to make this is actually pretty interesting as well. I've got some of that. All right, so conduit binder, you take and basically what I call making a donut out of it, and pull that one off. And you're going to come over here to another one of the machines. And this is called the painting machine. Now inside of here I've got a block. Whatever block you put in here is what this conduit facade is going to come out looking like. So I can put gravel, I can put diamond, whatever, and it will come out looking exactly like it. So now we just go down here. Now when it's in your bag, it'll have these little, I don't know, little design around it so you can actually tell which one it is. Target it on the pipe or on the conduit and just drop it right on. And whenever you put this on, it'll talk to it. So then we take and put in our 1, our 4, and our 64. And we're all in business now. So now we can take things, put it in our inventory, and there we go. So we now have an ME system, and I am so glad to finally have this put in, because having boxes drives me nuts. Now I don't mind having a few. I don't mind having something like, I don't know, the DSUs, which are the deep storage units, and we can go into more later as to how you work with those and tie them into the AE and all. Let's see if I have some more facades somewhere. There's one. There's another really interesting thing that you can do with these. And I'm not seeing any more right now. No, I can do it with one. On the elevators. Now I do a 2-thick floor. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And I can actually show you real quick. If you come to the center of the room, you will see it says cover. And then down inside of here, there is a glowstone nook. And I've got that, let's see, it should be there. 1, 2, 3 there. And you'll see that I have these placed around here. Now what this does, it allows me to have light in here. F7. Yep, where I took that one out. Creatures could actually spawn there now. But it allows me to light a room without having to duck the lights or see them or them get in the way. And I mean, even with them in the floor, every once in a while they'll get in the way just because it'll happen to be right in the spot where you need to run a cable or things like that. But you can adjust around that. But for the most part, you can light a room and you don't have to worry about what you see. And another thing, elevator blocks from open blocks only go through, or won't go through solid. So if I take and put that there, well, I can go through it. All right, I guess you can go through one. But normally what I'll do, that's good to know. I probably should have tested that out before I did this. But anyways. But normally what I'll do is that. Because that is not a solid block. And so you can go up through it. And there's another thing you can do to just kind of dress it up a little bit. Or to control it some. And that's to get a color. I might want to get a white one here too. These work on color channels. I put it in the bottom of the box. Bad about that. these work on channels as well. Now see, if I go down, up, it's all good. Go wherever I want to. But if I take and color that one light gray, I can't go down anymore because the one below it is white. Just like if I color that one gray, I already changed that one back to white, I can't go up and I can't go down unless I put it back on white, and then I can go whichever way. Now the cool thing about that is if you want to put one in this corner to go up and this corner to go down, and then on the level below it you want this corner to go down and this corner to go up, you can do that, and you'll have to go down and then cross over and down and then cross over and go down. Just a instance for what you can do with it. But the other thing is you can take that one and color it light gray, and that one and color it light gray, and now I can go between them. I can't go down any further, but you can set channels with it to limit how far down you can go or control where you can go up and down. I just like it because you can make it whatever color you want to, and depending on what color floor you've got, just to help it blend in a little better. So if you've got red carpet or gray carpet, stone, whatever, then you can place them. I'll mess up if I stand on them and do that, because I will go through. Okay, I think that, yep, that's the last one, because I've left this open and this is the access to the rest. So this is what I dug out with the turtle, and as we expand, we'll expand down, and I guess we can also expand up if we need to. So it's all good. So I think put that one there, then I can put the elevator up, color it, and then I can go up. And just place it, color it, and up. All right, and now we can go all the way through, and we can take this and dress it up a little bit. And we're done. And there's one other thing that I made, and I don't see my food. Where's my bread? Oh, great. That was smart. Well, hold on just a minute till I find my food. Well, I can just cook that up real quick. Actually, I think I can just throw it in over here. I didn't catch it. All right. These are fun. And they don't cost that much to make, but they don't take that much to damage either. And mobs get within range, mobs get shot. Now, I believe the server's set up so they will not target players. The bad thing about skeletons is skeletons will shoot back at them. and we'll probably knock one down. Well, he might not. But yeah, these can be fun. I actually built them because I was having issues with spiders, and I hate listening to spiders scurrying around all over the place. So I made these, and the more they shot things for me, the more fun it was. So I made this, and I'm actually going to play around with these a little more, figure out a way to use these a little better. But I just made a little place where I can come up here, drop them off, and anything gets in range, they'll open fire on it. So I think that covers most of where we're at. Between now and the next episode, I'll probably be taking a lot of this down and dispersing it around, figuring out where I'm going to lay things out. May go ahead and build a few more magmatic dynamos. I do have somewhere, I think it's down here. I've got my quarry, and I am going to be, that is one bad thing about them, they talk a lot. I am going to be upgrading my quarry to the Quarry Plus, which is here, which basically you take your quarry and you add in a couple of redstone diamond chipsets, pulsating chipset, yellow pipe, and 8 chests. And I'm also going to be doing the Pump Plus, or you build 2 pumps, which are made from mining wells and so on. And most likely next episode we'll go over setting those up and get those running. So, but yep, that's where we're at. Still a little early game, but we are starting to move along some. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If anything I went over today helped, please help me out and click like down on the bottom. If there's anything you want me to specifically go over, or if you need more information on something, post in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what I can do to help. And until later, God bless, and y'all have a good one.